What's up, you guys? Matt Thibeau here with Savant Marketing Agency, and in this video we're going to talk all about how we helped this snow removal contractor get $13 leads in his first 2 weeks of working with us. And if you're watching this right now, I think you're going to learn a lot about specifically doing hyper targeting on a local neighborhood as a snow contractor to basically be able to become semi-famous in your local area and gobble up a whole lot of business. And if you're watching this right now and you're trying to use Facebook ads to do so, you're going to learn a lot in this video because I'm going to show you exactly what we're doing to get these types of results for this client only 2 weeks in. And like I said, basically make him famous in his local area. So let's jump right into things here. So the first thing that we did with this particular client is we isolated, like, where do we really want to focus on? And this client told us, he said, you know, I really only want to focus in on this neighborhood that I'm in. And the neighborhood is about 10,000 people, which if you've ever done Facebook ads before, or you've ever listened to the type of stuff that we teach, we usually say, like, 500,000 to like 1 million people is usually what you would want to be doing for a Facebook ads campaign. And for this, we're doing like a hyper targeted, like pretty small population, right? Only 10,000 people. But we were up for the challenge, and we knew specifically that there wasn't a whole lot of competition out in this specific area, but this client wanted to run this campaign to be able to basically take over the entire area completely, right? And so I'm going to show you kind of what we did to be able to get these types of results. And first, let's just go over the offer that we came up with for this client. Anytime that you're doing any kind of marketing campaign, super important that you have a great offer in place, right? And so for snow removal, it's a little bit difficult because it is such a commodity. Typically, the only thing that you can kind of look at or point to would be like price. But what we really focused in on for this campaign, specifically for the offers, were just same day estimates. So same day estimate, which just gives people peace of mind of knowing that they'll get a quick price. We also leaned on, mostly his personality, to be honest, and I'll get in that in just a sec. But in terms of the offer itself, it was mostly leaning on just a same day estimate. So let's talk a little bit about the ad strategy in general here, right? So the ad strategy that we did, like I said, we targeted the neighborhood, which is only 10,000 people, which is very hyper targeted for Facebook. Typically, you would not do a campaign that targeted. But in this case, it works really well because there's a pretty big need for snow removal in this area. It's very rural, so it is kind of sprawled out. And so this client was able to capitalize on that. So we targeted 10,000 people, and then mostly what we focused in on for Facebook ads were real ads. Now, we did picture ads, and we're doing a bunch of different ads as always, but what really is working well right now for him are these real ads. And I'll show you just a sec what those ads look like. But, the reason the real ads really took off for this client, I think, is because he has a pretty good personality. He's good on camera. And so we were able to record a series of different videos of him just talking about the service and just showing, who he is and how he wants to help you this winter, et cetera, et cetera. And so that was like, I think, a big thing that was like in his favor for this campaign. So like I said, though, so far we're only 2 weeks into this campaign, and we got 20 leads for $13 a lead. Now, as we continue on with this campaign, I'm pretty sure that we're going to get this number much lower because in the beginning we're just doing a whole lot of testing. So we're going to cut out what's not working and focus in on what's really working, which in this case would be like the real ads, right? So 20 leads in for $13 a lead in the first 2 weeks, pretty good considering his ad budget is only $1,500 a month. So off to a really good start. Something to consider too for this campaign is that, it's snow removal. So typically, the contract for the entire winter is going to be something like $400. So it's not like it's a super high ticket price. So what's going to be really important here would be the lifetime value of the client, right? The LTV, right? And so something that we're also very aware of with this client is all of the people that we get from this campaign. in the 3 months of us working together initially, is that we are not only going to measure the ROI in that 3 months, but we're also going to measure the ROI for the lifetime, the average lifetime of a client that would stay with him, right? And so he's only been in business for a couple of years, so it's hard to calculate exactly like if the lifetime value of the client would go beyond, the amount of time that he's been in business, because we don't know. But based off of what he's told us, his retention rate is very, very high. So we're assuming that all the people that we get from this campaign are going to be renewing next year as well, and the year after that, and the year after that. For how many years, we don't exactly know, but we do know for at least a couple years, right? So that's an important caveat to be able to really keep in mind here, is because, if you're just looking at like the 3 months of the campaign, there would be like, oh, like this isn't crazy return on investment. But it's because it's a lower ticket service, kind of similar to doing something like lawn treatments or something like that, or window cleaning, some of these lower ticket type services. The lifetime value becomes super important in those. So anyway, let me show you some ads. So I'll show you a picture here of one of the Facebook ads, so you can get an idea of some of the picture ads. We kind of did like something funny where in the picture he was wearing like a t-shirt. So we were like, oh, like let us bear the cold this winter. You don't have to. It's just kind of silly. And these ads are working pretty well. But the ones that are working really well, like I said, are the real ads. So I'll just kind of show you what the video ads kind of look like. Pretty similar to what we usually do, these video selfie style ads, put the captions on there, et cetera, et cetera. And these work really, really well right now. We're running them for ourselves as well, just these video selfie type ads. And so for him, like these real ads are getting hundreds of likes, lots of engagement on them. So they're working extremely well. And so, a byproduct of that is that in only 2 weeks, he's becoming like semi-famous in the area now. And he's really building that strong brand presence, which in my opinion is priceless beyond the, the cost of just like the ads, but then also like the ROI that you're immediately getting. There's a very good advantage of having that type of brand equity, I would call it, right? And so I wanted to jump on here and just show you some examples of what we're doing that's working really well for snow removal. I feel like this is a niche that not a lot of people talk about or go into because it is such a commoditized niche. However, you still can do really cool marketing with snow removal. You can get a lot of leads. I'm really looking forward to helping this client out. So I hope you found this video helpful. I'll give you an update on this as we go deeper into the winter. But I hope you guys found this helpful. Like I said, if you did, give it a thumbs up, give it a subscribe. And if you're watching this and you would like help expanding your contracting business using ads, then click the link in the description below, book a call with our team, and I'd be happy to speak with you. All right, have a good one, guys.